So this movie's been out for like, I don't know, like almost a month, I would say. It's been out for a while, but our movie theater hasn't, like, it took a while to get, to like 2 weeks, I think, for us to get it, because we're not, like, a huge movie theater. So it took some time to get here, and I actually saw this last week. I saw this Thursday night, but I have been busy. Like, I've been working a lot, and I got a lot of homework now that finals are coming up, so I haven't been able to film the video yet, so I did now. We're talking about The French Dispatch. The French Dispatch was released in 2021, and it was written and directed by the famous Wes Anderson. I haven't seen a lot of Wes Anderson films just because I don't have the time, but I did watch the Grand Budapest Hotel reviews on the channel. Subscribe for more. And I love that movie. I really do. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I really love it. And so I was excited to see a new one and experience it for the first time. You know, I'm experiencing it with a bunch of people that I know that are also Wes Anderson fans, and we get to talk about it afterwards, and I really enjoyed that. And this is different for me for a new release. Normally, when I do a new release, I watch it and I immediately upload. But I've actually had like 5 days to think about this film. And I really like this film. I really do. And there's a lot of things that go into that. And for those of you who don't know what it's about, no spoilers, but Wes Anderson basically was like, okay, here are these like 4 stories that happened in, I guess it's 3 stories, but there's like 4 or 5 technical stories, that happened, like, that were actually written in this magazine newspaper thing called The French Dispatch, and he just put them in a film, and it's funny. It is the funniest film I have seen in a very long time. I have not laughed out loud in a movie theater like this in a while. I mean, Free Guy was close, but that's a different kind of humor. This was definitely a movie that he was intending to make a comedy. There are a lot of movies that he has made that I've heard about that I haven't, like, checked out. But, of course, the one that I have, which is the Grand Budapest Hotel, that one is a comedy, but I feel like it wasn't meant to be just a comedy, right? This one's definitely meant to be just a comedy. There's not really a whole lot of beef to the film. Yes, there's some interesting characters. I like all of them. They're all really cool. But for the most part, everyone's there for a laugh. And that worked for me a lot. I really, really liked it. I thought it was definitely way more focused than the Grand Budapest Hotel. That one was more like, it's fun, but it's also, you know, it's kind of loosey-goosey. There's some really strange things happening. Here, it's like, here are these short stories that are really tuned and really nice and really fun. My friend was talking to me about how he felt there was no emotional depth to any of the characters, and I entirely agree. I just don't care. Like, I don't care that I don't care about the characters. I really like all of them just because they're funny and they're relatable and they're fun, and I really liked it a lot. Particularly the first and the second stories in the film. They were really, really cool. The first one features Benicio del Toro, who was fantastic in this movie. He is funny from the moment he gets on screen. He is hilarious the entire time. That whole, like, story was brilliant. I had a great time with that. And the second story, which featured Timothée Chalamet, he's the GOAT, and I really like that one a lot, mainly because of Timothée Chalamet, but it's a cool story, and the visuals are gorgeous in that one. The visuals are good all around. There's black and white pieces, there's color pieces. When he chooses color, he uses color. Like, there's a lot of color in this film. A lot of really, really cool and awesome and intriguing angles you got from the camera. The colors are awesome. The editing is insane. Like, I've never, like I think this should win Best Editing at the Oscars. I really do. The editing is freaking awesome. It's hilarious. It works towards the movie. It's not just editing for editing's sake. It's editing for a purpose. And I really like that. It really does work for me. I'm not sure if it works for everyone, but it definitely works for me. I really like a lot of the music, particularly in the second story. The music's really good. It just, like, it influences your feelings. It's like, whoa. I forgot to look up who did the music for this. I wish I knew, because it really was brilliant. I had a great time with it. Again, particularly in the second one, there's this melody that goes through that is just, oh, it's beautiful. I have to get that on my phone. I really do like it a lot. Feels like it'd be good for studying with, but we'll see. The third story is, it's good, but it doesn't give me the same oomph as the other ones. That one has Jeffrey Wright in it, and I think he was good in it. It's also got Edward Norton and a few other, Stephen Park is in that, and it's good, but it's not great, in my opinion. It's just kind of, it's fine. It's definitely the low point of the film is the third one. it just kind of doesn't live up to the hype as the first two. The first two were just good from start to finish. The last one felt a little rusty around the edges. It was like, okay, the really rocky start, and then it just goes whoop, and it's really cool at the end. And then, of course, the end of the film is really, really good. Can't talk about it, but it's really good. But I liked it a whole lot. I really think this is where Hollywood should be going. I think we need more kind of independent movies with big budgets, right? We have all these really great, really famous actors in here. It's an ensemble cast who all have, like, equal parts in the film. And, like, we can afford to have, you know, Willem Dafoe as a background character in 2 scenes. Like, that's great. It's a good budget. And we need directors who are willing to extend the boundaries of what we are used to. The editing in this is not for everyone. People are going to be like, oh, why is he going up the stairs? And then all of a sudden he's like all the way over there. It's like, you're supposed to understand that he went like that, but they're cutting it for time, but it works because it's also funny. This movie is very progressive, and I think it is a little ahead of its time, honestly, or it's really, really behind the time. I can't decide which. It is really good. I really like it. I know there are people who are not going to like this film. I know it. I love it. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I had so much fun with it. I'm really excited I got to see it. I hope you guys did too. And I'm going to go ahead and give The French Dispatch an A. Have you seen The French Dispatch? Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about it. Please consider subscribing. Once we hit 200 subscribers, I'm doing an 8-hour-long live variety show that you're not going to want to miss. So definitely hit that subscribe button. And as always, keep watching movies and television, stay educated, and I'll see you guys in the next video.